in a sun-kissed, quiet meadow, where the grass tickled the sky and flowers wore crowns of every color, lived a cheerful little grub. He was a lovely shade of pink, like the inside of a seashell, and his home was a cozy nook under a canopy of soft green leaves. Life was a sweet, simple song for him, filled with the hum of bees and the warmth of the sun on his back. His very best friend in the whole wide world was a tiny ladybug, as bright and red as a ripe berry. She had 7 perfect black spots and wings that shimmered like stained glass. While the little grub was a master of the ground, exploring the secret world beneath the leaves. The ladybug was the queen of the air, dancing from one flower to another, her laughter echoing like tiny bells. Together, they were the heart of the meadow. They played hide-and-seek among the towering blades of grass and told stories under the gentle gaze of the moon. The grub would share the juiciest dewdrops he found, and the ladybug would describe the world from above, painting pictures with her words of a tapestry of green and gold. Their days were woven with threads of pure happiness, and they believed their peaceful life would last forever. They didn't know that, much like the weather, has its own seasons of change. But one afternoon, the sky began to change. The cheerful blue blush on the horizon faded, replaced by a deep, rumbling grey. A strong wind, a stranger to their gentle meadow, began to howl. It wasn't a playful breeze. It was a mighty, stormy gust that tore through Tamandaja. The tall flowers, once standing proud, bowed and broke. Leaves, the grub's safe ceiling, were ripped away and scattered like confetti in a whirlwind. The berries and seeds they loved to share were whisked away into the chaos. For the first time, the little pink grub felt a cold knot of fear. His world, once so secure, was being turned upside down, and he was stuck on the ground, unable to escape. He wiggled frantically, but he was completely helpless against the storm's power. High above, his friend the ladybug was also in trouble. The wind Wenju-ed with her delicate wings, tossing her around like a fallen leaf. She was terrified of being protocolos into the unknown, far away from her home and her best friend. The storm had separated them, and fear began to creep into their hearts. Just when it felt like all was lost, they spotted each other. The ladybug, fighting against a gust, saw her small friend trembling below. The grub looked up and saw his brave friend struggling in the air. In that moment, they knew they couldn't give up. They had to face this together. An idea sparked. "I'll bring you leaves." The ladybug buzzed, her voice Epsilon Tau Alpha Iota Rho against the wind. "I'll weave them together." The grub chirped back, and so their incredible teamwork began. The ladybug, with all her might, would catch a sturdy leaf and battle the wind to carry it down to her friend. It was exhausting work, pushing against the storm's fury. Down on the ground, the grub, using his strength and skill, would take the leaf and expertly weave it into a growing structure, anchoring it to a strong root. Leaf by leaf, gust by gust, they built. The ladybug was his eyes in the sky, and he was her hands on the ground. Slowly, miraculously, a small, sturdy shelter began to take shape. It wasn't fancy, but it was strong, built with courage and held together by friendship. When the last leaf was in place, they huddled inside, safe and sound, as the storm raged outside. When the wind finally calmed and the sun peeked through the clouds, they emerged from their shelter. The meadow was a mess, but it was still their home. They looked at each other and then at the shelter they had built. They realized something profound. Their peaceful life had been wonderful, but facing this challenge together had given it a new, deeper meaning. They learned that storms will come in the meadow and in life. But with a friend by your side and courage in your heart, you can not only survive, but become stronger. Their friendship by the storm, now shone brighter than ever before. A testament to the fact that the most beautiful things in life are often built when we face our biggest fears together. Thank you so much for joining our story time today. If you enjoyed this little tale from the meadow, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more adventures. See you next time.